Hi everybody, welcome to Gunpla TV.
Hey guys.
Brought to you by HobbyLink Japan. This is episode 224.
That's 224.
224, and we've been away for a couple weeks.
We have. It's been a
We
while.
have some plasma to show to catch up. But first, there's something we need to talk about.
There is.
Yes, there is. We need to talk about Gunpla Expo Winter 2016.
Exciting
Last
news.
weekend in Akihabara, yeah.
Although I couldn't go to the show.
You could, you just chose not to.
It was pretty crowded.
It was on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got in express. I got in early.
Oh.
You could come. Anyway, you've watched the video or you've been following the coverage?
I have. I
Okay.
did see.
What did you see that interests you?
Well, for me,
Okay.
even though it's HG,
Oh, okay.
I've always wanted the Atlas.
Yes. When I saw that, I thought of you. I was going to message you, but, it was your day off.
You
yeah.
could have sent me a picture. It's the Atlas.
Yeah, just follow our Facebook feed. It was on there.
It was.
Yeah.
Atlas.
Yeah, I saw it and I went, we were just talking about this.
We were. I mentioned it. We were talking about Thunderbolt kits before. And
Yeah.
it's been a while since we had a new Thunderbolt kit, but then they had the announcement of second season.
Yeah.
And at the end of that trailer for the second season, they showed the Atlas for just a short
Yeah.
time, just ahead of it.
Yeah. And you're like, oh, Atlas is coming.
It's finally coming.
There you
And
go,
eventually we'll get Master Grade, Version Ka
I don't
Atlas.
know about that. They have a few
You
other
never know.
Thunderbolt kits to make. Actually, who knows what they're going to do.
You never know. It seems like it's going to be a main kit for the second
Yeah.
season, so.
Anything else other than that Atlas that got you Gundam blood
goodness.
flowing, pumping?
What else did we see? There's the gold, the real grade. You got the real grade.
I was shocked when I saw that. I was like, whoa. Like, I kind of expected that they would announce the next real grade, maybe even just like the prototype version of it, not colored or anything like they did last time with the Quanta. And then I walked around the corner and it said RG Spring 2017 rollout, and it's a full colored version of the thing. Holy cow!
Yeah.
I would not have thought that they would make the Amatsu
Yeah.
as an RG kit when there's so many other main suits they haven't done yet.
There are. We're going back to seed for another real grade kits.
Yeah.
I wonder what the total numbers are. How many seed real grade kits there are? How
Well,
many?
I'm sure they would number them by like 3 to 1 or something like that. Seed and all else. But it was still cool to see. Really nice
Yeah.
looking. And the MG Providence was the other one that
Yes.
I thought looked really good.
That one does look good.
Yeah, the MG Freedom 2.0 has all those details in there that just make it stand out, even like out of the box. And
Right.
looking at the Providence, you can see, like in the backpack, all the details and panel lines they put in there. And we've built the 1/100 no grade Providence, and like that's a relic now.
Yeah.
It's going to go into somebody's closet and never come out again because that MG.
It looked
Next
nice.
year,
Had
it
all
does
the
look
details. You can
really,
see all the
really,
lines
really
on
good.
it.
Yep. They announced they're planning
Right.
the new high resolution wing Zero custom.
Right. That one will be interesting. So before we had the Barbatos, but now we're getting
Yeah.
a different suit. I was wondering if it would kind of just be the Barbatos and that would be the end of this line. But
Well, I thought they'd do Barbados and then they'd just give you like the rebake Gujin, or they'd give you something on the same frame, similar to what they're all doing with the IBO kits
Right.
from the beginning.
But we're getting a complete new.
And it's going to have to be somewhat different than the Gundam Barbatos frame because it's got to support the big wings and everything.
Right.
So
It's going to be an all new frame.
it'll be interesting to see how far they go with it. And they'll probably start overlapping a little bit with like the metal build stuff. I imagine if they start hitting those
Yeah, I
seats.
can imagine.
Yeah.
Although for me, somebody that actually likes to build stuff, the high resolution is more exciting than just buying the metal build that's already built. Just take it out of the box. There you go.
Yeah, yeah.
And you pay, I don't know how much money for that thing.
$200 sometimes.
$200, yeah.
Yeah.
Kits are more fun.
Kits are more fun, and there was lots of them there. They had all
There
the
was.
new IBO Season 2 kits. The ones we
Right.
only know as like A and B and stuff like that. They had some names in there, but I don't know which one's A and which one's B. Yeah.
Well, their names are still kind of, even though they have a name, we haven't seen it on the show yet, so
Yeah.
it's kind of like,
Just gotta
okay.
wait. Yeah, it's going to be I think 2017 is going to be a big plummy year.
There,
Good
yeah,
time.
there's a lot of stuff coming. And then there was the RE too. You couldn't see it. It was in that box, but
Yeah, it's a silhouette again.
silhouette again. But I think everybody kind of already guessed.
Hama Hama,
Hama.
maybe.
So we have RE Xeon suit. We're getting just a couple of RE Xeon suits.
Yeah.
They just keep going with it. If you like Xeon, that's kind of cool.
Well, Xeon sometimes doesn't get the love when it comes in the
Yeah.
MG line.
MG or
It seems.
real grade line, really.
Yeah.
We had Sinanju, we had
Yeah.
Zagok and Zaku.
That was about it.
There could be more.
Of course they could. They can do them all. But
Just go for it.
and also there's one I wanted to mention: the Advanced Accelerate Evolution Zeta.
Right.
And I was like, oh, okay. So is this a new HG line? Didn't we just start a Revive HG
Right, that's what I'm
line?
wondering. They just, well, 2016 was Revive year, so
Yeah.
2017 is going to be this new series, Accelerate Evolution.
I wonder if they're only going to do like the transforming kits. It's interesting that they start with a Zeta, and not an RX-782 or anything like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So, of course, we got to wait a couple months to find out. And if any of these are going to be coming out in, say, January, we should have that information within a week.
Right.
Too, because the expo's finished, and then in the start of the next month is generally when Bandai lets the details out. So come next week at this time, we might be talking about those things like the Accelerate Zeta and stuff like that with more details.
That's true.
So stay tuned. I'm sure there's more we could talk about.
There
when it comes to
is.
Gunpla
I was
Expo.
excited to see the Ifrit.
Yes.
The
In the
free-
HG form.
The HG
Yeah, I was like,
form.
wait a minute.
We
They
yeah,
built
because
this like
it's the first
6
time
months
the
ago.
RE's gone down to HG. So
yeah.
where's my Nightingale?
HG
HG Nightingale.
It's
I
coming,
want
maybe.
that.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Come on, Bandai.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. And I was like, wait a minute. Like they just
Yeah.
released it, and it's probably has a little bit more detail in the HG. I think looking
Right,
at
right.
that mold, but it's a weird place to go.
I was excited to see that.
Okay.
And then there was another HG kit. Now I'm forgetting the name.
There's a Zaku 3. Do you see the Zaku?
Yeah,
3?
the Aqua 3, but is that a new kit or is that the old kit with the new colors?
I don't know.
I was kind of wondering about that. But just looking at the details, I was like, that kind of looks like the old kit.
Yeah.
But it seems like really ancient kit for them to bring back. They're doing the whole
reaching back
Revive
there.
thing, so
Yeah.
they should just
And
do
all kind of
Revive
projects
Zaku 3.
There you
Oh,
go.
the Barzam, wasn't that?
The Barzam.
The Barzam.
HG Barzam.
The HG
Yeah.
Barzam. Now
That
I
was a good
feel
one.
bad because I have the B Club
Yeah.
resin Barzam kit.
Barzam kit. Yeah.
Now they're going to do the plastic. But I think the B Club
I
maybe
had
still looks better.
I had a Barzam kit as well. It wasn't B Club. It was another third-party resin piece.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Third party.
Well, it was, it's not bad. What are you doing? It's not bootleg because Bandai never made it. It's just somebody took the MG Mark II Titans as the base, and then they gave you different shoulders and different head parts and stuff like that.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so I had that. I never got around to building it. I think I might have given it away.
Oh,
Yeah, well now I
you
just
could have
build the
given
HG.
it to me. Yeah, that's true.
I
HG's
didn't
finally
know you
coming.
at the time, Todd. Don't you get enough?
You should have
Gundam now?
saved everything.
Yeah, just in case I run into
I need more kits
Padawan.
for my wall of Gundam that stretches to
Well,
the
I
ceiling.
have some here. You want to talk about these new ones?
Yes.
Okay, I see that you've got your Grail.
I do have my Grail.
I do not have the EO sheet in.
Oh no.
You know, I decided I was going to go ahead and build this one first and to tinker around with this another one. So maybe next week I'll bring on the EO sheet in, but
Okay.
you can IBO us up this week.
Sure.
But let me move these over here because we have to talk about kits now. We're going to go in reverse order from like the
Ooh.
newest stuff to the stuff that came out the 1 week we're at the expo and all sorts of stuff. This one, Transient Glacier, IBO.
Build fighters.
IBO, yeah, why did I say IBO? Build fighters. Build fighters.
Yeah, this is
It's got
number
IBO on the brand now.
50. Can you believe we've already had 50 HG kits for Build Fighters?
I can believe it. I can believe it. Because we just got to have your wing Panache and your wing
Yeah.
whatevers. And I actually like the look of the Transient Gundam Glacier more
Yeah,
than the
that is
Transient.
kind of cool.
So, I don't think we need to open it, but I'm going to ask you to have it ready for the next
Okay.
episode. And we do have the RE100. We're just talking about RE100s.
Yes.
They come out every 6 months or so. Well, this is the Bawoo.
Bawoo.
Now this, it can transform into its different modes, right? Right there. With just a few part changes, switch the unit between Bawoo Attacker and Bawoo Nutter mode. Is this the Nutter mode? I'm guessing. Yeah, well, who knows? We'll find out when we build it, and I show it on the show next week. That's right, I'm showing it on the show next week. But this is a sizable box, isn't it?
Oh man, this looks so much better than the HG kit.
Yeah.
I wonder. Now that we've seen the Ifrit get shrunk down to HG, I wonder if we'll see the Bawoo also
It's possible.
shrunk
I mean,
down
they
to
have the
Revive
Barzam.
Bawoo.
Revive Bawoo. How do they revive it when it hasn't
Oh,
even
this
been done yet?
wait, this is kind of transforming too, so that it
Yeah.
could be the advanced
Accelerate
acceleration.
evolution. Bawoo. Oh, there's so many things they could do. This one I'm going to probably build. I'm going to keep it in the pile here. Now, this one also came out the week of the Gunpla Expo, It is the Guncannon Origin kit.
Origin.
I love myself my Origin kits.
Such great details.
It's such great details. So let's just open up the box and show these details. First thing I need to show you.
Oh.
It comes with a stand, or as
That's
they say on the
always
box,
great.
a pedestal.
Pedestal.
They call it a pedestal. And yes, I've got this out of the plastic because I could not wait. Check out all those marking stickers.
Ooh, okay.
That's cool. And I built myself a Guncannon, an Origin Guncannon.
Ta-da.
So what I think, Todd, is I'm going to take this time to talk about the Origin Guncannon. And then we'll talk about these other kits here, and then you can have your time with the Grail.
Sure.
How's that sound?
Sounds great.
Okay, let me clean up my space here.
Okay.
Hi, everybody. I'm a Guncannon, which means I look cool, but I'm going to take one round right through the middle of my chest, and that'll be it for me.
Yep.
That's what happens when you're in a grunt suit. Just ask Mini Azaku.
Yeah.
This is the latest HG kit from Origin, the Origin anime. We have a few more coming this month, but this guy, or next month, this guy is the one we get this time around, and I actually really like him. I like all the Origin HGs, and this one is no exception. Let's start by saying that they've incorporated some build designs that we were first maybe seeing with the Revive line, in that you have separation in your torso area, so I can actually bend him forward and back and forward.
Oh,
and back.
okay. Look at that flex.
Yeah, look at him go. He can move. And you're not getting too much in the way of the feet here, though.
Oh, but it
You'll
does
see
have
that they
a
separate
kind
them.
of...
So he can like lean forward as he's prepping to shoot. It's going to knock
Right.
him backwards and stuff like that. You have frame pieces all in here. So you have elbow frame and you have the leg. This is the frame parts here. Not just a plug and polycap kind of thing. You get to see a lot of the frame in there. And I'll show you the hands here as well because they struck me as odd. Check this out.
Those are a bit different,
They're
aren't they?
claws, I think. That's what I
Oh.
call them. Claws, not hands. The manual calls them manipulators, and I guess
Oh,
that's
okay.
what they are. But
Well, it's an early mobile suit, so...
exactly. But these, I would call them claws because it looks like you can just reach in there and pull your heart out, Indiana Jones style. So, of course, with the Guncannon, I guess we need to talk about the Guncannon. And this is actually pretty cool because they designed that it can tilt.
Ah.
And there's this little piston moving in there. So if you were to paint just this one little piston piece silver, it would look like, you know, a mechanical piston. It is pretty cool. Although you're not getting a lot of motion,
Right.
but you don't really need it. I mean, in the old animes and stuff, or boxes,
Right,
kits,
right.
like he'd be like this and you have to crank this whole thing around. You don't get to do that with this guy. But you also get an extra weapon here. This is a Gatling gun mounted on his shoulder. So he has the, what's it called, low recoil cannon
Ooh.
and the Gatling guns, right? So he is ready to take you on. But that's not all you get. Because,
Really?
yeah.
But wait, there's more?
You get a shield. And the shield, it just kind of clips around the bottom here. So we'll put that on there like this. Avoid the claws here. Oop. Sorry, get in there. Get in there properly. That's what I need. I'm going to rotate this claw around. This claw is actually not just one piece. You actually have to
Really?
assemble. It's two, which means it can come apart. But
Oh, okay.
you kind of need that for the other weapons. So,
But you can't pose the fingers.
yeah, no, you can't move the fingers at all. And look at that tiny shield. Like, you know that's not going to do anything. Like, here, I'm a big mobile suit. Oh, somebody's shooting at me.
Oh, gotta
I
protect
got
myself.
this. Don't worry. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm down with that. And you have this extra hand, and like this extra hand it's kind of gripping. Can you see? It's kind of got his
Oh,
finger
yeah.
gripping there. So what you do is you take it apart and you place it around here. I'm assuming there's no thumb and fingers. You're just gonna guess which is which. Is that right? Does that look right? I guess it looks right. And I'll pop off this hand. Boop. And I noticed when I was building this that this doesn't have like a whole forearm. You can just take off and put onto your goof. Or
Right. You got
mobile
so
worker.
used to that with all
I
those.
love that.
The
That was
mobile
great.
workers and all that. You could switch their arms.
Yeah, I missed that. I thought, oh, maybe that's what we're leaning towards here, but no.
Well,
He does
but
have
he's
his-
not a Xeon suit,
So
so...
he does have his bullpup rifle. So there you go. He's ready to go there. And now, I guess if you think that low recoil cannon, maybe it's not enough. Maybe you need some other firepower or something. You have a missile launcher.
Ooh.
So you pop off your low recoil cannon.
You got a missile pod.
You drop your missile launcher, I guess, a pod, whatever you want to call it.
Could you plug the cannon or the missile pod onto the other side of the head?
They didn't actually allow you to construct it that way, because in here there's no polycap.
Oh, okay.
However, this part does, I think, come off and reveal the polycap. What they do is they have the pieces in the backpack, they're two different ones.
Right.
So it says Gatling side, you put this on. Right?
I was just wondering,
Like
if you
that.
bought like 2 kits, could you make one with dual cannons or dual pods?
Oh,
if you
yeah,
wanted?
yeah, I'm sure you could. So hold
You
on,
were
let me pull this
easily
off here.
able to swap from
Right, so
side
you
to
have-
side.
You do have two.
Okay, so it's identical on each
Yeah.
side.
And they even
basically.
give you, actually, this is a good point, and I don't know if I kept the runners. Maybe I didn't.
Oh, well.
Oh, maybe I did. Hold on. Are they here? Is it on here? No.
Some blue
I
one.
think they give you extra,
An extra
these
cover?
pieces, so you can put this cover on, and then you would be able to put 2 Gatlings on or whatever you want to do. But I'll put this back original to the way it's supposed to be originally.
Okay.
The original way. Yeah. It's not always easy to get lined up, but we'll put that back on because I definitely want him to have a Gatling gun because that's cool.
Hmm.
And I will drop on here this thing.
But yeah, I noticed that missile pod kind of angles to one side, so if you were to switch it to the other side.
Yeah, I don't know how you would do that unless you can alternate these 2 parts here. But it's not in the middle, so it would still be off. Like
Right.
It's not really meant to do that. Although if you wanted 2 low recoil cannons,
That would work good.
it would work fine. So let me find this polycap here. There you go. I'm in with my missile pod. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And I'll point out a couple other things. Like I think I mentioned the extra little armor parts there. They give me this extra frame part.
Ooh.
I don't know why they've given me 3 of them. I have to look into this a little bit. But this is a part that goes inside this arm here. To
Okay.
make the lower forearm. I don't know why they're giving me that extra one. Unless somehow it's meant to work with some other kit. Now I've got the manual right here, and I was probably building this really quickly because I wanted to get onto the Lupus as well, because Todd doesn't get to have all the fun. But yeah, it doesn't really indicate why you're given that extra part.
Interesting.
Interesting. And if you look at the manual, this is runner D2, and I'm looking through the D2 parts. It says you get piece 13. You get 3 of them, but one of them you don't use. It's got an X through it. It's like, what? This is a brand new kit. Wait, what?
Well, I guess
Oh,
future release.
Oh, well, that's actually a good point because we know we have another Guncannon coming
Right.
in the next couple months, and this runner does say just Guncannon origin, so it's
Uh.
possible we will see these pieces again being put to use differently. So there he is. Here we go. I got this. Now I'll mention all the stickers.
Oh, sticker time.
These are not like RG stickers that have like the foil look,
Right.
the shiny little blingy look. But you have more than enough stickers, and you're going to put them all over here, and of course on your shield, and you will have a very decked out Guncannon. And once you're done with that, look what they give you.
Oh.
You get a pedestal. We call it
Wow.
a pedestal. It's a base, but you can set this up. We've seen this kind before, and you can mount him on there quite simply. Boom. And you can pose him in all kinds of fun modes because he's jumping as he shoots his cannons and stuff. So I haven't bothered with this yet. I'm going to play around with him a little bit more, I think. But so far, he's looking pretty good. There you go. I
Wow.
have a Guncannon. He has
You
a gun
do.
and a missile launcher, yes.
That's a nice pod.
You like that?
I do.
I just love these Origin kits. I think they look great. I think the proportions are great. And they have that extra little bit of articulation in there.
Right,
I saw
right,
with some of the revived stuff. It's really cool.
It is cool. He's ready to get smashed by a Zaku one.
Come on now. He's going to hang around a little bit. No, he's not.
Yeah.
All that firepower, and he's just fodder. But
Yeah.
he's good looking fodder. Now I'm going to take this back and put all these markings on because I really like how they look with the markings. I think these Origin kits look great, especially with all those markings. So this guy's going to come home with me. So I'll put him over here for now.
Okay.
And we'll talk about this other kit that came out the same day. You
We
know?
do.
It was supposed to come out, of course, the 19th, which is the day the Gunpla Expo started. And that was the big promotional thing. Of course, we get it a couple of days early, so we supposedly put it on the shelves for the 19th. So, yeah, we have this here. Looks pretty
We
good,
do.
don't you think?
I think
Yeah.
it does, actually.
Yeah. Why does that not surprise me? We've had this thing for like a week and a half.
Yeah.
Okay. So that
There we
means I
go.
don't have to like open the box then because you've got yours right there.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
already
hold
there.
on a minute.
Oh,
Yeah,
what's
see?
going on with that foot pose
That's
there?
how I get him in that box because he's got so much stuff here.
There we go.
I imagine, and you probably thought the same thing, that
Yeah.
people are going to want to know what is the difference between,
The frame.
say,
Well, I left off part of the legs and
yeah.
stuff so you
Well, I
can
left
see.
mine naked so you can use it if you need to, but I wanted to bring this on, show everybody this one.
Ooh.
Look what I got from the Gunpla Expo and you didn't get because you didn't go
What?
to Todd. Yeah, you got an extra sword for your Barbatos Lupus.
Oh man.
They're giving them away to everybody. And I didn't realize at the time because they gave me this bag called the press packet, and I didn't look inside because I was carrying cameras and everything. And then I saw these by the entrance, and I was like, oh man, I want one of those, but I'm
That's
carrying
awesome.
all my crap. And I got home later on and opened up my press pack, and inside was an extra sword.
Ta-da.
So yeah, I can go Miyamoto Musashi with my
Dual swords?
dual swords.
Nice.
Yeah, it's
Is
gonna
it
be
really
fun.
the same thing?
It's not the
just-
same runner for sure. Like
Yeah,
got
they
this
moved
just
over
in-
this stuff.
Yeah, it's not the same part number either. Although just a sword mace, and this one says
The
actually
color's a bit different too.
Barbatos Lupus.
Looks
Yeah.
a bit more gray.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
This
It
one
looks
is
shiny. It looks like a pearl effect.
Ooh.
Hold on a minute. This thing just became even cooler. If that
Oh.
was possible. It's like,
Oh.
oh, an extra sword. There's already one in the Lupus kit. Boom.
It's worth a lot of money. but
There you go.
just
It's like a
opened it.
gunmetal type of thing. It's definitely a.
Fancy. It's got
Yeah.
a fancy finish.
Check that out. Now we know which one's mine, which one's also mine. Don't touch my stuff. Okay, so Todd, you have already got yours mostly armored. My armor's all on the runner still.
Yeah.
Did you want to talk about your Lupus?
Sure.
Okay, take her away.
Are you ready for some lupus?
Check that guy out.
Okay, so here we have, this is the, would you say it's a 7th form?
No, we got a new season. This is all new. That's what I say.
This is all new, but it's still the same Barbatos.
No, it's not. Look at it. Tell me what's different. That's the whole point of this.
It is, it's kind of new. So, and if you watch the anime series, the Tekadon, the organization that they are friends with, I don't remember the name off the top of my head right now.
That's okay.
Teiwaz or something like that.
Okay.
But they took the Barbatos and they also took the full city. What was the name of that one? The Gujin. They took both of these mobile suits and they performed some upgrades on them. So this
Okay.
is the new redone Barbatos post upgrades.
Okay.
So just so you guys could kind of see what's underneath the armor, of course I left off the armor on one side and I put it on the other side. So you can just imagine that it's on both sides there, just so you could see. So of course, just looking at it here, you have some newly designed parts. Now we did a look at the HG kit as well. I believe that was beginning of last month, was
Yep,
it?
somewhere around there.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, October, yeah.
Around October, but of course this is 100. This is 100 scale now, so you have less stickers and more color separation. So in the helmet here, we've got a completely, well, not completely new redesigned head, but we have some new parts on the side there, and I believe he's got a whole new chin going on. Was it? Yeah, he's got a new, more pointy chin going on, more angry looking face. And of course we got the shoulders. Well, the HG kit also did this. It has the separation for the parts there. And this is there's not a whole lot of stickers really as far as this kit goes, but you do have a couple of stickers here on the sides of the shoulders there to give it this yellow color mark, which was completely absent from the HG kit from what I remember. But in the HG scale, you wouldn't be able to really see that anyway. So going off of that, what else do we have is completely new with this kit?
Can we start with the frame? I mean, we can tell that the armor probably is quite a bit new, but can we start with the frame, seeing as you've got some of that off there?
Sure. All right, so just looking here at the arm frame,
Yeah.
most of this frame is the same as the 2015 100 scale Barbatos, but there are some new parts.
Okay.
So the arm did get a little bit of an extension here at the bottom here, where the wrist connects to it. So this part just kind of sandwiches onto the old plug where you would put the hand in normally, just to give it a little bit more of extensions, to give him some farther reach. Maybe since he had these longer legs, they felt it kind of looked a bit odd to have such short arms in the hands, so they just gave it a little bit of extra reach there.
Okay.
The waist, there was nothing different as far as going on to the waist here that I recall at all.
Yeah.
Now the legs, thigh, this part was all the same, but you do get a new kneecap here.
Yeah.
And that's because you also have a newly designed leg armor. So
Okay.
they give it a new kneecap, so you're able to plug in that new armor.
Okay.
On the back of the leg, you have this. Oh, let me pull it off so you can get a better look at it, or bend it out, I guess. You have this. What it's for, I'm not exactly sure. Because once you get the armor on, it just kind of sits under there, and
Oh, I see.
it doesn't
Okay.
really do anything special. Just looks good, I guess. Some extra
Okay.
decoration so you don't have a big empty space in
Yep.
the back of the leg. And of course, we do have a kind of a new foot design, and this also is different than the sixth form.
Yeah.
Speaking of the sixth form, I guess I can bring this in here to kind
Whoa.
of show you. So I built the sixth form earlier in this year, 100 scale. So I decided to take him out also so we can get a bit of a comparison. So the feet are different. You have, as far as the frame goes, this curved part is still the same, but the back of the foot and the sole on the front is different than what you had for the old one. So here we can
Okay.
kind of get a side
It
difference.
looks
So you
sturdier on the Lupus, eh?
a little bit sturdier, yeah, because on the sixth form you have that stiletto, the really high
Yeah.
heel type design that
That you like so much?
everyone knows I love so much. But they flattened it out a bit, so that's good.
Yeah.
It makes them more stable. So this kit is definitely kind of more stable feeling than the sixth form.
Okay.
There you go. You can see the front of the two next
Yeah,
to each other.
there you go.
If he's willing to stand, there we go. So the sixth form was kind of the end of the season. He kind of just accumulated a bunch of parts, and they just kind of made do. So the shoulders were stolen off of the Ritter, the Greys, one of the Greys and whatnot, and he had some patchwork. So, but a little bit different look.
Okay.
All right. So, what else is new? So the old sixth form, you had the corn cob.
Yeah, we love that.
We love this weapon. This weapon is gone.
Okay.
All right, so they've replaced it though with another giant weapon. Now you get a big sword.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. It's not really sharp like a sword. You can bludgeon some other mobile suit to death with it, I guess. I'm not sure the reasoning for replacing the corn cob with it, but I guess it's a new season. They need something new.
That's right.
Also, I guess I should bring him back. On the sixth form, you did have some kind of underarm cannon going on with this. And I think he liked that idea, so he asked them to replace it, and they gave him a new underarm cannon. So you get two of these, and they plug in. I don't have the armor to plug it in on the other side, but you get two of these, and they can swivel.
That's cool.
So you can pose it however you want, and he's ready to fire. I know it's mainly a melee heavy type anime, but there are some projectile weapons in this series, and he can arm himself, and he's ready for action.
Okay.
And the sword, of course, like the other stuff, it can clip onto the back. You have a plug to clip it on, or if you wanted to go really crazy, this part in the back will come off. There you go. Let me pull this off too.
It's underneath the backpack?
It's underneath the backpack. They give you these kind of swivel
the
arms.
extra arms, yeah.
The extra arms. So you can take that part that we just pulled off here. Let me make sure I'm doing the right side, because there are two different sides, and I think I need this one. There we go. Let me plug this in. Make sure I'm getting it right here.
Don't mess up on camera.
I know, the pressure. There we go. So we have that, and then he can plug it in. Whoops, as I lose my arm.
It's okay. You can leave it off. I'll see what's going on back there.
Yeah, that's true. So then you can kind of just plug this in to the back, and it will give you
Okay.
a place where you can just have the underarm. Exactly what, I'm not sure actually.
Hold the cannon there, or
hold
hold the back end of that giant stick.
Oh,
That kind of craziness.
kind of craziness.
Does it hold the cannon?
Does it hold the cannon?
I think I might just have to hold the end of the stick. But this is where we're going to find out. 'Cause we're on Gunpla TV, and this is a Gunpla, so...
We are. It's kind of funny in the manual. It doesn't show you what it connects into. It's just plugs into the back.
There's nothing. In the color photos.
There's nothing in the color photos.
Sometimes I notice that the way they're laying out things now, you have to kind of flip around sometimes to see everything that this kit can do.
It doesn't really show.
Okay.
That's it.
Maybe it's going to be something that's going to be a weapon set or something.
Oh, that could be. Or maybe...
I know in the previous kits they had to help hold that corn cob and whatever else.
Yeah, it doesn't have it. But anyway, it has that for when you want it. It doesn't even label what exactly it is for.
Really?
Oh.
Would that fit under there? I don't know. I'm just wondering if you
There's on the back side. It's like a foot, so you have
yeah. What is that?
a solid.
It's crazy.
I don't know. Maybe he's going to be like doing some.
Well, maybe that's why you got the wheel thing on the back of the knee.
There we go. He's going to be doing some breakdancing.
Join us while we uncover the secrets of the Lupus.
Of the Lupus. I just realized when they have this in the instruction, I was going to put it together, and then I realized I'm not exactly sure what it's for.
The
but
1100,
it's there.
the 1100 had that backpack parts as well, didn't it? Of course it did. I remember using parts of it. So I wonder if they just decided they wanted to update those for the next anime or whatever.
Right. I don't know. It could be a special piece for later.
Yeah.
But look at that posing.
Yeah.
Isn't
He's
that great?
sturdy.
He's very sturdy, and of course he's much taller than the.
Yeah, that's one thing I noticed too with the new feet.
Right. So I have a complete frame from the first one, although the head is stolen from a Gujin because I had originally bought this, intending because that old Gujin kit was a dual kit.
Yeah.
So I was going to swap all of the rebake parts onto a Barbatos frame, and I discovered, it's not going to work.
You know, I wonder if they're going to do that in season 2. A 2 in 1.
I wonder that's a one-time deal, and they realized, maybe we should do this again.
I don't know. I thought it was a pretty good deal.
It was, it's interesting.
If you play with your kits, it's fine.
If you play with the kits, but I think most people just build it once and put it on the shelf after that.
Come on now. All right.
All right. So
he's a tall boy. That guy.
He is tall, and he is very handsome. He's a great-looking mobile suit. All right, so I think I should wrap up this look at the 100 scale Barbatos. Yep. Lupus collection.
Lupus collection. Look at all of them.
Yeah.
It's interesting because I thought, I wanted to know what they're going to do differently with the frame, and there's only a couple parts in there, and basically they extend the arms here, and they have the bigger feet. So he's obviously taller than the first Lupus, right? But I see that he's not taller than the 6th form. Like that's still a big.
Yeah, the 6th form is pretty tall dude, but they're about the same. He's got some new shoulders. He's kind of not stealing the Gray's parts anymore. So
I guess it's just high heels as well. The 6th form has the highest heels, I think. But I do like the look of the Lupus. I actually think I like it better than the original Barbatos.
Yeah, much better than the
I like the
original, but compared to the 6th form, yeah.
Really, you like the 6th form? I guess you gotta go hybrid now and just start mashing them up.
You could.
You have the same long side skirts that don't do it for me. Yeah, that's not my thing. Yeah, well, just before anything gets confused here, I'm gonna take this back because I'm not gonna lose my Lupus here in your Lupus collection. Don't want it to go up by one. Yeah, that's right.
Where's my sword?
This is mine. This is my pile. Okay. I know that was the big thing you wanted to show, but you have one more. I also have one more. Now, we each have one more kit to show. There's only one way to decide who goes first, right?
Ooh.
One way to decide. Rock, paper, scissors.
Okay, you ready?
Do you want to do the English one or the Japanese one?
Oh, Saisho good.
Yeah, you want to do
You ready? All right.
We're going to Japanese?
Ready?
All right.
Saisho gun.
Janken po. Oh, you get to go first. Bring on the Geireru.
All right, it's great time. So let's have a look at some iron-blooded orphan stuff this week. So this will be it for this week, though. We have the HG Geireru.
Geireru, yeah.
Geireru. It's
Grail.
Grail.
Yeah.
And this is piloted by Galan Mosa.
Okay.
So we saw this 2 episodes ago
Yeah,
now?
I guess so, because I watched one last Sunday, And I didn't see one mobile suit. They're all just talking and sharing life stories and making difficult decisions and bonding and stuff.
You missed the action episode.
Okay.
It's like they have some kind of slow episodes, and then like they save their budget for like one big action episode, and then it's back to the slow episode.
Yeah.
So you just happen to catch that.
Okay.
But if you continue watching, this is a mobile, so you'll never see again.
Oh, so I need to go back.
So you have to go back. So
Okay.
this was the mobile suit, and actually, come to think of it, I should have brought my my rebake full city with the scissors, because at the end of the episode...
Oh, we could have just reproduced it.
The end of the episode, I didn't think ahead. This
That's
guy
okay.
is lying on his back, and then Gujin full big Re-City, sorry for the spoilers, comes in and crushes this guy with the scissors.
Nice, okay. I can get down to that.
And then the guy that pilots it, he tries to hide some secrets of his, so he self-destructs, and the whole mobile suit is blown away.
Okay.
But yay!
But own it for yourself, for posterity's sake.
You can.
In HG form.
And if you buy the Gujin full bake or
Rebake full city.
full city, then you could buy this to recreate that
There you
fun
go.
scene. But
Diorama.
diorama ideas, everybody. But taking a look at the kit itself, so the Grail is in the manual, it says the Grail is the general mobile suit that was deployed as the main force of Gjallarhorn before the Greys was developed.
Oh.
So this is kind of like the predecessor towards the Greys.
Okay.
So actually, but the frame that you're using for this kit, the frame that comes in the box, is actually the Greys frame.
Oh my God.
So
Inception.
Inception.
Something's going on here.
So this is before the Greys, but it still has the Greys frame. So if you built a Greys frame before, you know all about what's included with this
M.
lovely
Night
Greys frame.
Shyamalan plotline here.
Yeah.
You're building the kit, the robot that came before the Greys. With
robot-
the Greys frame.
It did come
Wrap
before
your
the
head around
Greys.
that.
But the guy that, yeah. A little Gundam Inception going on.
That's right.
Do. But I think because the guy that's piloting this, he's a kind of a mystery man, and
Okay.
so I think it's maybe not the stock Grail. Maybe I'm sure he's probably modified it. So,
Yeah.
but we don't know what an actual stock Grail would actually look like. So
Okay.
that's kind of a mystery.
Okay.
But I wanted to turn him around because look at that rear end you get on this guy.
It's an IBO butt. That's what that is.
It's an IBO butt. So he's got some real butt jets going on here. And he kind of uses it to fly around in the show. But this is basically just kind of like two giant gray pieces of plastic sandwiched together. But it's got some nice detail on the
HG.
underside. It's HG. But it looks good. Otherwise, if you don't have something in the back, he really looks a bit...
I kind of like him though, but he reminds me of Virtualon stuff.
Oh,
Naked like that. So.
Yeah, you're right. It does kind of have that Virtualon look to it. But you get some new designs. You get a new helmet, and there is supposed to be a feature where you can pull off this. You can pull off his helmet, and there's different slots. So if you wanted, you're supposed to be able to angle this
Oh, I see. Yeah,
in
yeah.
like a different position.
A lot of the early IBO kits had that little gimmick.
Yeah, a lot of the Greys kits,
Yeah.
they had that, but it's back again for the new one.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as funky stuff goes, that's about it for this mobile
that's okay.
suit. Well, let's take a look at the weapons, shall we? Alright, let's start off. Alright, melee
There's a gun.
type anime, but yeah, he's got a gun.
Mm-hmm.
It's a rather simple looking gun, and it just kind of plugs in like so.
Okay.
There you go, but at least he does have a gun. He can
It
shoot.
does look cool. I like the gun.
And you get a...
Man, what is that?
Compared to the size of some of the other mobile suits, melee weapons,
It's like a club.
yeah, this is kind of a bit small.
It's
But it does
bludgeon 'em.
a little bludgeon. Bing. It does have a trick feature though. The blades can open up,
Mm-hmm.
and you can position them
Oh, okay.
flat, like so. Whoops, let me make sure I'm getting this in right. There you go.
Oh, I see.
So now he can really just flatly bludgeon, or he's got a double axe.
Oh, all right. Okay.
So he has a single blade axe or a double blade axe.
Okay.
He can go all crazy on his
Nice.
enemies.
I like it.
But other than that, that's about it, really all that needs to be said for the Grail. Although maybe one thing I should mention in the manual. Of course, like the other Iron-Blooded Orphan kits, you can kind of mix and match stuff.
Yeah.
So you can steal the cannons, and it gives you... There's holes on the top of the shoulder armor, so you can plug in some cannons into
that's
it.
cool.
And you can take the blades from that other... What was the name of that Graze? The commander-type Graze.
The Schwalbe?
The Schwalbe, that was it. The Schwalbe, you can steal the Schwalbe, or you can steal the back piece from the other Graze.
That would look cool.
You can combine it, you can make like a super Graze. So all these Grazes, it's the same Graze frame. Go crazy. Make some fun, cool Grazes. Why not? Alright, I think that's about it for Grail. So yeah, that's the suit that we'll never see in the anime again.
Yeah.
Is it exciting?
It looks kind of cool.
It looks kind of cool, but it's got that... It's the Graze frame, so if
Yeah.
you've built the Graze already, so...
Or Juliet is regular legs. Although that's kind of new sometimes.
Yeah, it's kind of news.
It makes me feel bad I didn't get the Yoshiden done. Because then we'd have like two skinny little dudes together.
Right.
But, you know, I got this guy instead.
He's not exactly skinny, though. I mean,
No,
look
I
at-
know, but he's cool. So, yeah, can I now take over? Because I really,
Alright.
really want to talk about the Strike Freedom.
Take it away.
HGCE Strike Freedom. Alright, here is my HGCE Strike Freedom. I guess we'll call it a revive. It is a Strike Freedom. And I've got him in, I guess, what would be like the full burst. Like, Dragoons are open, guns are out, rail guns are out, and he is taking you on. It's actually quite cool. I'll go over a couple of details. I'll go over all the details, and likely I'll have to take it off the stand to show it. But I just wanted to have him in this pose first so everybody could see. It is pretty cool. And you can bend these toes kind of all the way down and do that like crisscross look that you see in Strike Freedom and the Wing Gundam when they're flying up in the air, and you spread his arms out like, oh. Here, I'll put the rail guns down. Right. Okay, I'm going to do, what am I going to call this? I'm going to call it the Ascending Angel Pose. Here we go. Here we go. Oop. Oh, there you go. And while I have them up here, I'll point out that you can close these. But I also point out that you can't really do anything with these, like take them off. Like, well, I know I can take them off. Hold on. Come on, you. They are meant to come off. But you can't, you know, like the PG, you could kind of have ching and have the gold in there. There's none of that here on HG, but that's okay. So close these, bring these down here. All right, tuck these behind here. I don't know if I like this look. I really like them out, but I don't like them when they're just kind of hanging down. Couple things here. They also, similar to the other Gundam, they've also got like this, the Freedom, Revive Freedom. Take that off for now. They got a joint in the torso here. So,
okay.
You kind of want to bend them forward in some poses, but the weight of those wings are going to kind of shift them back, usually, somewhat. But you get used to that. Okay, let me put my cockpit hatch back on. Okay, railguns are down. I will move these guns in here. Okay. Actually, I want to show you the other weapons and stuff here. So let me pull out the rifles. Right. And I want to put the beam sabers back into their place. But first I'll show you that, hey, check this out. You can go all Darth Maul.
I was about to say.
Yeah. Then you can get your next badass pose. Here we go. Open these back up again for a minute. Need your services. Alright. There he is. Double bladed beam saber. Pachoo, pachoo. Clash, clash, clash. And I guess while I have that out here, I'll point out that I can pop off this red piece. Maybe. In theory.
Ooh.
I can pop off this red piece.
You got it.
Put it into the...
What's that?
That is a beam shield, Tom.
Oh, no.
And drop it back on here. Like so. And it has different connections in here. Like, you're connecting via these two tabs at the bottom here, whereas the red piece just connects into the small one in the middle. So, it is sturdy. It's not like you're trying to drop a beam shield into the same connection and have it just kind of hang there. My shoulder's in the way. Get out of the way. Okay. And I'll put this back on. Okay. Let's turn this around here. Change the pose.
Ooh.
Change the legs. Lots of nice flexibility in the legs. All right. Cool. There he is. Pose number 2. Looking good. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. This kid he can do a lot. I'm just gonna keep going. So we're gonna scale it back a little bit. We'll take off all the fancy stuff. Pull this off here. And maybe I'll put it in my favorite strike freedom pose. Hold on. If I can do this. Oh, upside down. Okay, so I'll show you the rifles next. Here are the rifles. They look the same. They're really easy to put together. However, you can see the blue here. Hold on, I don't know if it's easy to see or not. All this blue in here and around here on this other side, in here and on the front. That's all sticker.
Yep.
So, and this one that wraps all the way around is 1 sticker.
Oh boy.
So yeah, you gotta
That's
get
fun alignment.
Yeah, you can get your sticker skills. You can see the barrel will extend.
Ooh.
This one, I don't know if it's not supposed to do it because of how it's supposed to connect. Like I think this will turn down, like so, and I can plug in like that. Right? Go like this. Drop it in here. Honking thing. I will replace the hand just because it's easier to rest on an open hand and try to manipulate both those. So, yeah, how you like me now? Dun, 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 dun. That's kind of cool. And I guess if he's firing, we'll stick this out and bend this leg like this. He'll look down the sight. Pew pew pew. Yeah?
Oh, that looks nice.
Yeah, it is, and then you can, of course, I like it. Okay, let's continue on here, because there's something we still need to show. We're going to take him off of the stand. Oh my God. He's now needing to stand on his own 2 feet.
Oh.
And you know what that means, of course. Usually that means that so long for open dragoon poses, right?
Right.
You're just kind of resigned to standing a very specific way. I should point out while I keep picking this thing up that the gold here is just sticker.
Oh, okay.
A little disappointing, but you know, I guess it reduces the weight on that backpack.
Oh, that's true.
Which is already quite heavy. So maybe this bend in the middle helps compensate for that weight at the back. So he does stand.
Okay.
And then when you saw like the PG kit and some of I think the MG kit as well, you can get him to do this like really cool, like stand here with my gun pose. Yeah, I thought that's cool. So let's see if I can recreate that pose. Is it this way? With my huge beam rifle. There we go.
Ooh.
Come on, bro. I had him standing up quite a bit earlier, but I can understand why he's having issues too. Okay.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, of course I got this part to put on. Sorry everybody.
Oh, now as you drop that piece in, it's going to fall over.
Yeah, maybe I need this.
Oh, there it goes.
Maybe I need this weight here to compensate for that backpack, right? So,
it's all in that one piece.
there you go. Here's my rifle. Here's my gun. This is for fighting. These are also for fighting. So hold on. Go like this. I already showed you these out. Let's put the beam saber handle on there. I guess it doesn't matter which way I do it, but I'll do it this way. Like that.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And
Oh. Oh.
yep. Because I want everybody to be able to see it, I'm going to pop off the backpack for now. I think that they put this on this way so that you can kind of slide it forward. I'm not sure, to be quite honest. It's not a peg like you're used to.
Right.
So I don't know why. Maybe you can open it a little bit so it looks like the cockpit is opening. Maybe that's what they wanted to do with that. Okay, so if I take my rail guns, I can move them around to the back.
Oh, okay.
Right? Just like on the other versions of the Strike Freedom.
Back skirt.
Yeah. And you see these parts here, this area here, those gold things. Those are not polycaps. These
Really?
are actually plastic parts because you take this tab on the side of your gun.
Oh,
and then you
okay.
plug in your gun.
So you could paint them if you wanted.
Yeah, of course. So, you know, hey, look, Mom. I moved my railguns behind so I could put on more guns. I don't know. Like, if that's what you want to do, I'm not going to judge. Let's see here. Oh, actually, while I'm looking back here, I need to point out that you have this little gimmick here. You kind of have to push in here to get this to pop up, but then it pops out. But there's
okay.
like nothing under there.
It's supposed to be a thruster,
I
or?
don't know. They don't put anything under there, so I'm not quite sure the purpose of that, other than just an added detail. And there is frame, you can see here, but there is frame for the most part.
Okay, so it's a complete frame inside?
Not in the bottom of the leg, because you do need kind of this area for this to work here. But up in here, it is. Yeah, in the thigh. It does look quite good. I'm really enjoying it. So I'm going to put these on here, and then I will talk to you, everybody, about one area I think you're going to want to be careful. Okay, so here he is, his neutral self. This head, you can see that they've got the rounded edges on your V-fin. You're going to cut those off if you want to.
Right.
When you have to assemble this, you're supposed to put the white V-fin on first, and then the yellow V-fin, followed by the red part. However, the gap in the head, where you will plug in the white V-fin, is bigger than the tab on the underside of that V-fin.
Really?
So if you're not careful, you'll just put it in there, and it might not be in the correct spot. And then when you go to put the yellow part on, you realize you can't get that yellow part on because this V-fin is too far up or too far down. So you'll then try to pull out your white V-fin to reposition it, and might break off. So yeah, be very careful. I actually had to glue cement in here.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a little incident at the Sid household, and I had to stop building my Strike Freedom for a few hours while I
waited for that glue to dry.
Yeah, and I just started on something else. But
okay, watch out, everyone.
In the instruction manual, it's not quite clear exactly how it's supposed to place in. So what I recommend everybody to do if they're building this kit is plug this white V-fin into the yellow V-fin first, so you can see how they fit together.
Right.
And then try to fit that whole assembly into this slot in the head.
And then put the red piece after.
And you can put the red piece on, or you can put it on before, but either one. But if you do that, you'll know that you'll have the proper position kind of thing. You'll see where this yellow piece goes, because the yellow piece is kind of key. But anyway, I will probably put him back into his full burst mode, because I like displaying him with everything.
Yeah, looks
but
cool
for
with
now,
that.
There's my Strike Freedom HGCE kit. All right, there you go. Strike Freedom. Now this does not come with the action base, so you'll need to pick one up if you wanted to stand it in the cool Strike Freedom poses, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Looks cool.
This is a cool, like, everything, full burst, crazy pose. I like the one where you put the rifles together. I think that's the cooler pose. The perfect grade looks awesome when you do that. But so far, yeah, here's my good.
We have the real grade of that too, right?
Yes, we do, with all the marking stickers. So if you want to get the marking stickers in the real grade, you could put them on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there you go. It's awesome. It's cool. You know, a lot of people, they say, oh, the gold and the frame of the RG Strike Freedom.
Right.
It's not so good. But of course, it needs to be able to bend and stuff. However, if you were, hesitant to paint your RG Strike Freedom, you can paint this guy.
You
all
could.
the gold, you just paint on the runner.
Yeah.
Away you go. He looks awesome. Okay, so now it's time to put the Gundams away. We did pretty good this episode. I think we're caught up for the most part.
Yeah, we are finally.
Except for the Yoshiden. Next week with our Bawoo, maybe. Okay, we got some comments?
We do,
Take
we
her
do.
away.
Are you ready?
I'm always ready.
All right, let's go to the first comment. The first comment is from CryCLL.
CLL. I don't know how to say it.
Crickle.
Let's go with that.
Do you guys think the lesser rate of master grade kits being released per year is justified by their increased quality?
Part of me, for this past year, I guess you could say, I'd be like, no. Because what did we have over the last year? We had the full armor. And we have the
full
Zaku
armor
coming next month.
In the beginning of the year, wasn't that was it V2?
The V2, yeah, they're all great kits, version COD kits. They're all great kits, so, I can't complain about the quality, but only 3. Like, for somebody loves master grade
Well, but we
building
had
one
the
a month.
Strike Freedom 2.
The Freedom 2.0.
So that was 4?
4? Yeah, but we're used to seeing at least one a month. Like it's still.
1 a month.
If you like looking at them, then you will say, oh, it's enough. Like, you know, I'll take my time to build it and I'll play with it. But if you just like the act of building, then maybe you want more of them. But it does look like maybe next year.
They are kind of upping it up.
Yeah, because we know about the sniper, which comes out in January,
sniper, right.
which is 1 month after the Zaku. We got the sniper, GM sniper. They did show the Providence,
Right.
and then they did also show that we're going to get a ZZ2 version cut. So we
Right.
already know 3 kits for next year, right? And
That's
that takes
it.
us through maybe June, August. And then
Yeah,
the
we
latter half
don't
of the
know
year.
when that ZZ2 will be out. But usually Bandai doesn't show kits like this is going to be out at the end of the year
Yeah,
for a
they
full
don't
year.
go too far in advance.
Mm,
It's rare that they lead up to that next big release,
right.
like August. I'm thinking that we do not know yet what the big August release will be because they have their
Yeah.
Shizuoka hobby shows and they have all these other
Right,
things.
there's going to be something new at Shizuoka. So,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then again, another show in September.
yeah.
It's going to be a busy
It's
year.
gonna be a busy year. I heard a rumor.
Oh.
Maybe I'll have to tell you after, or
Huh.
cut the mic or something. I'll tell you after. I heard
Okay.
a rumor, but I can't say anything. But I heard a rumor. You'll be happy.
Ooh.
Okay, let's just
That's exciting.
get on with the comments. Now that is that everything?
No,
Yeah,
we still got
no,
more, still
I-
got more.
Just buzzkilled everybody. Okay.
All right, let's go to the next comment
Yeah.
from GMMM or Gum.
This guy. He's the guy with the nub disaster.
Okay, the
Hollywood
horror story.
Halloween tale.
All right, so really hyped for the GM Sniper. Hoping that they release more MG Origin models, especially the Zaku prototype and the gun tank from the first movie.
Yeah, actually, this is a little bit of a confession I need to make.
Ooh.
I believe there was a new Master Grade Origin model at the Gunpla Expo.
Really?
Yes, and you know what it was? The RX-782.
I
I think it's a different version of the RX-782. Hey, we're just talking about Master Grades and releases. I think
We
there's one
were.
coming out in March.
Yeah, there was
And
another
I think
one.
It's,
I remember seeing that, but everybody's like, it's a recolor?
No, it was so weird because I went in as press, and so we all walked in with our cameras, and the first thing that confronts you is this giant 1/1 scale of that sword.
The sword.
And then there's the wall of the 1/100 IBO.
Mm.
So you have the Vidar, which looks good, and you have the Lupus, which we just showed. And then across from that, in this little alcove, they had the HG Origin kits.
Right.
But they had like all the ones that we already know about.
Right.
There was no new announcements. Beside that, they had an MG RX-782. And every single press person, for the most part,
Yeah.
didn't even pay attention to it. Because they
Right.
all thought it was the first one.
Right.
And I was one of those guys. Like I was like, I'm trying to make my way to the RG section, or you know, if there's any PG,
Something
like,
exciting, something new.
And everybody's passing by that MG. And then at the end of the show, what I usually do after I think I've got everything is I go back to the beginning and check. But this time when I went to go back at the beginning, I was not able to make it there because the doors had opened and the normal people were coming in.
Right.
The normal non-press people. But they had blocked them off from proceeding past a certain point. So it was just a wall of people and I could not get through there. And I was like, what is going on here? And it turned out that there was some famous musician who had come to check out the Gundam Builder World Cup entries.
Okay.
And they had to pretty much shut down the entire event to let him into the one section to check things out. But I was in that section, so I was like, trying to sneak some shots. But yeah, so I could not go back and I could not get that MG Origin RX-782 shots, but it's already on the internet.
Yeah, I
There's
saw
also
that.
some HG build fighter, some new stuff like Amazing Strike Freedom.
Right, there was the new build
that was
fighter
hidden
stuff.
in there. So yeah, there's a couple misses, but I went and tried to
Yeah,
get the
you
big
got
stuff.
most of it.
Yeah,
there was a lot of stuff to cover. So
there was a lot of stuff, a lot of surprises.
it's easy to see how it could be. A few could be missed.
That's the thing when you go in there and you know you're going to be usually competing against other people to get this footage, is that you need to look for the surprises. So I found the RG and I found the Providence and that kind of stuff. Then you have to look for the other things, but the other things quite often are amongst like a HG lineup. Like they have a whole wall of HG and there's one new kid in there, but from the distance you can't see it. Yeah, so that's my excuse. I missed. All right, read this next comment. All right, I'm tired of talking about why I fail.
All right.
Okay.
Let's moving on to Jack's improving Gunpla.
Jack's improving Gunpla.
No, that's good. It's always good to improve Gunpla.
He's starting to comment more and more regularly, and he's got some good stuff
I
to say.
see. All right. Well, we got a long one here.
Yep.
I have now caught up with all episodes and must wait for new ones. I feel lost
That's
and
a lot of
alone.
stuff.
Oh no. Really though, this is just a wonderful show, and I thank you all for dedicating your time over the past 6 years to bring it to all of us.
Has it been 6 years? Really?
Not for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6 years,
6 years. It's almost been 1 year for me, actually.
Okay.
Ooh, exciting.
Time flies. We're
Time
having
flies
fun.
when you're building Gunpla.
I always think, oh, it's probably been around 5 years. But apparently this guy was better than me.
Oh,
He's correcting
6
me.
years. Okay.
Okay, keep going.
Moment time. My daughter was born around the time the show started, and it has been like reliving the past 6 years as I would watch an episode and think back to where we were up to when it aired. It has been fascinating to see the development of the show and Gunpla over those years, and waiting for the moment when I became aware of the hobby, April 2016,
Yes.
and all the while remembering the other things we were up to as I watched a moment from Gunpla's past. Consider me converted. I have been placing orders at HLJ and using private warehouse. That's a good thing. You all should be using private warehouse. I just gave my daughter a robot spirits figure for her birthday
Nice.
that came from HLJ, and she proudly calls out Japanese whenever we see them now that she is familiar with the kanji katakana. Question mark.
Nice.
Being a foreign language and not just squiggles.
Nice.
Cheers.
That's awesome.
Well, cheers to you too, Jack.
That's right. So she'd recognize me by my face, I guess, if she ran into me. That's a weird thing to think about.
Just some stranger.
You could take your child's life and put the timeline, the key moments along the key moments of Gunpla TV.
Right.
I don't know what to think about that. That's kind of weird.
You make a
Tripping
photo
me out.
book out of it.
Here's Sid showing the whatever, and here's my daughter, first tooth.
Oh, magic memories.
Yeah. All right. I have some pictures of my kids,
Uh-huh.
some of the models I was building and stuff like that. So.
Oh, okay. Like a
and when I
perfect
look at a
grade
model-
towering over baby.
Well, I have my youngest daughter who's just turned 1, and I have her sitting next to. She's just learning to sit up, and she's sitting next to the PG unicorn
Oh, okay.
box,
Oh, just
and
the
she's
box.
just like touching it. She can't believe what it is. It's so big. Yeah, that's kind of cute. So I think, when I was building that kit, when she was this old, this kit came out, that
Right.
kind of stuff. It's kinda
Wow.
cool.
Can you imagine 20 years from now? The
Yeah.
PG unicorn will be a 20-year-old kid.
Yeah.
And you'll have a daughter going off to university.
Yeah, she better start saving for it. No, I'm already saving for my daughter's education, which is why I'm so poor. Good thing all the plasma was free for me. Somewhat.
Yeah.
Sometimes. Okay. Now, giveaways, right?
Ta-da.
Remember last week we said we weren't going to give away
Right,
one 'cause
last
of
week there was none.
the Gunpla TV Expo,
Sorry,
Gunpla
guys.
Expo episode. So this time we're going to give away stuff. Now, last actual episode we showed, we did the choppers,
Right.
and King Brain.
Chopper
And
time.
actually, the response is really good. People are like really excited about those.
Yeah,
and I
they're
realized,
fun.
outside of Gundam, there's a lot of plamo that Bandai makes, and Kotobuki and these other things.
The Dragon Ball stuff now,
Dragon
too.
Ball stuff now too. There's stuff that is really fun and really cool and really unique. And because we don't often build them on the show, we don't often give them away. So
Yeah.
I know I do have one here, and I thought, why don't we give away this one
Oh.
this week's episode? So I'm gonna bring it back on onto the table here. I got it stuck up on the side. Now, Todd, you weren't with us when this came out,
No.
but we did an episode where we assembled this one-piece ship.
I've kind of always wanted to build this.
Yeah, it is cool. You should definitely give
I
it
have
a
the
try.
smaller one,
Yeah.
what do they call it?
Oh, the small boats. Those
The
are
Grand Ship
yeah.
Fleet Collection
There's
one?
so many different versions of those now.
There
Yeah,
are.
this is the original one-piece ship.
Yeah, this
in
is
the
the
larger
big one.
size. Yeah, the big one. So, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to take it apart somewhat, so that people can.
The Thousand Sunny.
1000 Sunny. I think this goes here, up in here like that. Because
Cool.
yeah, it is cool. There's lots of pieces, edges, masts sticking out, and I don't want it to break in any form when I send it off to people. So, yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna give away a boat. We're giving away a boat. on Gunpla TV.
Giving away the boat.
Giving away a boat. I think I remember like a Simpsons episode or something, or a Family Guy episode where they give away a boat. All right. So
That's cool.
it is cool. I like it.
Wow.
Lots of stickers.
Someone's gonna win a boat.
I think I remember doing a little, almost tutorial about how to get this on.
It's got those curves.
See, now I have memories. This is like 5 years ago. Okay, so Todd, why don't you tell people how they can enter to
All
win
right,
this
are you guys
cool
ready?
One Piece
So,
Sunny.
if you guys really want to
Sunny.
win the boat,
The boat.
it's not just any boat. It's the 1,000 Sunny boat.
The first
and
one.
and it actually comes with a mini as well. So you're not
And
just winning one
Something
boat.
that looks like a shark, but it looks like a submarine.
That's right. You get one boat, a big boat. You get 2 boats, and you win the mini submarine.
That's right.
All right.
It's
So,
like a jackpot.
so
It's
how
like a
can
Price
you
is
guys
Right.
win this boat, this
Yeah.
magic boat?
How do you do it, Todd?
All right. In order to win this boat, you're going to have to comment. Go to HobbyLink TV,
Yep.
episode 224,
Yep.
and comment if you want to win the boat.
That's right. Enter
All
one
right.
comment.
Enter one comment.
You are entered to win. There you
Okay.
go. All right.
Magic.
Should be
boat.
sad to see this thing go. It's been sitting in the studio for 5 years now, but there comes a time when you just have to let go, Todd. There you go. I'll put this back here. All right. So next week,
Next week.
you're gonna have to build a Transient Glacier Gundam.
Yeah.
Don't
Build
build it.
Fighters
Don't
number
build a
50.
glacial pace. And I'm gonna have the Bawoo finished, hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see
Yeah,
how
it
it goes
looks-
together because it is a transformer, and this is the first RE100 that you can transform into different shapes and stuff. So
Oh, it
is
is,
it not?
isn't
It is. It is, isn't it?
I think so.
I think
They're
so.
getting more fancy with
That's
the
right.
RE.
What's gonna be next?
All right.
So yeah, so look forward to that, and then we're gonna be in December. We'll have the
We
new
are.
announcements for the January releases.
New announcements.
February
They'll be
releases,
coming
February
soon.
releases, and that's right. And we will have all the new stuff starting to hit us.
Right.
We were talking about it. Like there's wave after wave after wave of stuff in
December.
December.
It's going to be
The HG
busy.
IBO kits, and then the 100 VDAR, and then I think at the end of the month is the Fumina
right
somewhere in
the
there,
Master
and then
Grade.
the Master Grade Zaku Psycho Zaku Thunderbolt version Ka, which we're hopefully maybe doing a little bit of a live stream on,
Yeah.
quite possibly, and an RG.
The RG.
Yeah, so much power. So much power.
It's busy, and of course, it's a busy time here
That's
at work.
right.
So
There you go. Okay, so I want to thank everybody for watching our Gunpla Expo coverage.
thank you
And
guys.
thank you guys for watching our episode. Please remember, we are brought to you by HobbyLink Japan, HLJ.com. Get your kits from us. I believe when you watch this video, there might be a really big sale going on. I'm just going to drop that in there because I don't know the details of when it starts, but this video is going to be up in a few days, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be safe.
Sale.
Sale, like never been done in HLJ before sale. Remember? See?
A magic
See?
sale.
Just like that. But I can't give you any details because you got to check the internet. Actually, they probably already know about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so other than that, Todd, where can you find us?
All right, so you can find us everywhere.
Well, there you go. Thanks, everybody.
Goodbye. Now, of course, we're on Reddit, we're
Yeah.
on Facebook,
Yeah.
we're on Twitter, we're on Instagram, we're on, what am I missing?
Tumblr.
Tumblr.
Yeah.
Gotta remember that Tumblr.
Yeah. We need a teleprompter. All right. Okay. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Get in on the sale.
Yes, sale.
See you later.
Happy holidays.